Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amy. I am so glad you clicked on this video, and if you're returning, hi, welcome back. So in today's video, if you can't tell by the thumbnail and the title, I will be seeing how many pages I can read in 1 week. Obviously for most people who read, that doesn't seem very hard, but at the moment I am working and I don't really have that much time to do reading nowadays, and I'm trying to test myself. I'm trying to get myself to read more often again because I feel like I haven't read many books, especially this month and last month, and I really want to get back into it because my TBR is so long because at the moment I am buying too many books but I'm not reading any of them, or I'm reading them on my Kindle. I'm taking ages to read them, and I'm usually quite a fast reader, so I need to spend time challenging myself to get myself into reading again. And I want to give you guys some new book videos because obviously this is the first big video in probably about a month or so. I didn't do last month's wrap up or TBR because last month I hardly read anything, and I don't know if I did a TBR, and TBR I didn't think it was going to be that worth it because I still haven't read that many books this month. I have been in a book slump, so this is the first step into taking me out of one. So yeah, I will be reading a range of books. I haven't selected what books I'm reading yet. I still need to finish off Magnolia Parks, so that will probably be the first book in this video that I'll be finishing. I'll give you guys my thoughts on it, and then I'm just thinking of other books that I need to read. I might read some simple books just to get myself into it, and then I'm going to do a new video for my wrap up and my TBR for next month and obviously this month. I will obviously be picking out new books and stuff, so I will need you guys' help. So obviously if you guys have any book recommendations that I should read next month, let me know. As I always say, if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe. That really helps me and gets me noticed more. And also I noticed that I'm nearly at 100 subscribers. Obviously that might not seem a lot to anyone, but for me that is a lot. That means my journey has officially started, and it just shows that some people do care and they want to watch my videos, so that obviously gives me the confidence boost that I need. And in no time we'll be celebrating 500 subscribers and 1,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't seen, when you do subscribe to my channel, or if you are subscribed, in my description I'm like adding those subscribers up so everyone can see, and to let you know that I appreciate all of you guys. But yeah, let me stop rambling because this is not why you clicked on this video. Let's get on with the video. So I've read a bit more of the book. This is how much I have left, and that's how much I have read. I am on page 282. I'm so tired right now. I think it's like, I don't even know, my phone's on again. It is around 10 o'clock now. I'm going to read for another half an hour, see where I get to, and then finish the rest probably in the morning on the way to work. Thinking, because obviously my dad's driving us, so I don't need to worry about like driving that aspect. So yeah, I'm just gonna read a little bit more. This is going really well, as I said. Like at the moment, the only thing with this book is I am getting a little bit bored just because it's the same old pattern between these two characters, Magnolia and Beach. And I just don't know if it's my cup of tea, I'm not gonna lie. I want to read the other ones and see, but at the beginning I was really excited, and I think it is a good book, but it's not my favourite book that I read. Maybe because I do like more gentle books. Obviously Happy Place, I really liked that because yes, it focused on their relationship, but it also focused on the friendship. It was a lot wider. I feel like this just really focuses on their relationship. Yes, it includes the friends and like family. I just don't think it's enough. And obviously I like the romance books. That's why I read romance books, because I love like the romance. I love happy endings, I'm not gonna lie. And obviously this book, it is a bit depressing, the amount of toxicity within this relationship. But yeah, I am still enjoying it. So let me know if you've read Magnolia Parks and how you think about it. I got this recommendation from Sarah Caroli. I absolutely love her channel. Shout out to her. Most of my recommendations are from her and Destiny. Obviously they're American booktubers, but I really like them and they really got me into like reading again. And yeah, I'm just gonna finish this and continue reading it until 10:30, and then I will be back tomorrow to probably finish the rest, because I don't think I'm going to get it all done. And then I have to pick my next book. I don't know what book I'm going to do next, but I might use a TikTok filter to help me pick out what book to read next. I kind of have my eye on a few books, but I'm just going to go and see. But yeah, let's do a bit of more reading and then it'll be time for bed. Hi guys, so I am back home now. I have been at work. It is currently 5 o'clock and yeah, I just got back from work. I did a bit of reading on my Kindle before work, finished off a book. There's actually a second book in the series that I want to start reading. I can't remember what it was called, but I will tell you guys when I do find out. But I did do some reading yesterday before bed, because I found a book on Kindle and I decided to start reading it. So I did a bit of that and then I finished it today. Is it just me, but like when I read on my Kindle I can read stuff way quicker than on like a physical book. Physical book, it just takes me a lot longer unless I just sit there. I can get a physical book done if I'm in the mindset. If I have other things going on within that day, I can't. With a Kindle it's quite easy because I can finish it quite quickly and I can read it quite fast. But yeah, I'm back home now. I was at work, picked up a Starbucks on the way. I get the strawberry acai with peach syrup with lemonade and it is so good. Really, I'm a matcha girly, but for recently in the summertime, this drink is just chef kiss. I've been trying to get the mango dragon fruit one, but it's always out of stock, so I get this one instead. But I've literally been drinking this every single day for the past like 4 days. The only time I didn't have it was yesterday. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this drink, even though it's like all watery now because obviously I've been home for about 20 minutes now and then it was an hour-and-a-half journey from work. So it's been like sitting there for like 2 hours, but it still tastes good. Plan is to finish reading Magnolia Parks and start one of my newer books. But I also bought a new like set of books on Amazon. I bought a series by Elsie Silver and I also got the rest of the books from the Maglia. I also got the rest of the books from the Magnolia Park series because I found out from TikTok that they're changing the book covers for the rest of them, and because I want them to match the Magnolia Parks and I kind of prefer the older covers, the ones that are currently, I decided to get the rest of them before they become unavailable because I think the new covers come out in August, which is like basically next month. I don't know what the series is named for it, but there's like loads of other ones. This one like Fearless, Powerful, something like that. I don't even know. But the book that first came is Reckless. I don't know if this is the first book or if it's like the last one. I don't know which order it is in the series, but the cover is so cute. Of course, I'm in the UK, so the covers are different to the US, but I actually really like this cover compared to the US ones. I think they're quite cute. But yeah, I'm going to start finishing off Magnolia Park and I'll be back once I'm finished. So I have faced a little bit of dilemma whilst recording this video. My camera stopped working. Well, not my camera, my lenses stopped working. So on holiday, I think I might have dropped my camera. And my camera's completely fine. It turns on and off as usual. There's no scratches or anything like that. So it's completely fine. It's this lens. what happened is, like, on holiday the lens wasn't shut properly. Like, this is supposed to shut fully closed. Don't even tell, but it's a bit wonky as well. Like, it's supposed to be leveled, and then that's to be able to be, that is supposed to be like when you like hold this bit and you shut it, it shuts flat, and it doesn't even open properly. Can you see, like, it doesn't really open properly? It's supposed to go flat in. But I haven't been able to read any of my video parts because obviously my lens stopped working and I couldn't record anything. But I'm gonna pop to the local like tech shop and see what they can do. And yeah, I'm gonna just finish off reading Magnolia Parks. I don't have that much to read. I think I have about 3-4 chapters, so I think I'm just gonna get those done. The book is really good at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I'm gonna start my new book. So yeah, I'm gonna do TikTok, where I use a TikTok filter to help me pick one. So I'll just obviously film the TikTok on my TikTok, and then obviously I'll just copy this into the video. So yeah, I'll be back when it's time to do that, but I'm so disappointed my camera's not working. Hi guys, so I'm back. As you saw, I just finished Magnolia Parks, and all I've got to say is wow, that ending. No wonder there's a second book. Like, obviously when I first got this book, I didn't know there was a second book, but obviously I found out recently there's a second book. But I thought it was maybe because of like maybe eventually get together or something like that. And this was just what a cliffhanger. That reveal at the end, like what my emotions been played with. Like, yeah, my emotions feel absolutely been played with. One minute I was kind of glad, next minute I was like, what the hell? Like, what? Oh my gosh. Happened quickly as well. I think that was just so fast paced as well. Like, the last few chapters were like chucking stuff at you, and I need time to process it. But this book, I really enjoyed this book. I have finished this book, and then I'm going to start reading the next book from my Kindle. So the book that I had begun to read and that I finished off today, and then let me get it up, called Kiss to Shatter, which was a college sort of romance. It was also a brother's best friend romance, and yeah, and this book was actually really good. I'm going to see if I can get it in person, but there's a second book to this series. The characters were Prescott and Jade. Obviously Jade goes to a college and her brother's best friend is on a hockey team. Tension between her brother's best friend and her, and obviously her and Prescott kind of have feelings for each other, but they don't know how to what to do with those feelings, and it's kind of enemies to lovers as well, because they don't really like each other, but they really have that sexual tension with each other, and on a cliffhanger as well. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read book 2, but I'm not going to get it at the moment because my Kindle is on like 10%, so it doesn't have that much charge. So I think I'm gonna charge it, and then I'm gonna like read the next book on Thursday once this is fully charged. But I'm gonna start a new book today and then hopefully finish it tomorrow. Obviously today is quite a good reading day as well. I literally spent it finishing this and then obviously finishing the rest of this book. I think I read about 100 pages. I don't think this book was even that long, but I read about 100 pages today, and then last night I think I did about maybe 150, and then obviously of this one the last few chapters was only like about 50 pages. But yeah, I've read 2 books already this week, which I'm really proud of, because obviously I haven't been reading for a long time and I have been in a bit of a reading slump. But now it is time for me to pick my next read. I'm going to use a TikTok filter to help me pick my next read. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a book that comes up that I also have on my TBR. So I'm just going to have to keep doing it until a book that's on my TBR that I haven't read shows up with. But I'm going to do that, and then hopefully I get a good book from my TBR. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next clip where I'll be doing that. Okay, I'm going to use this filter because I need to help myself pick from books I haven't read. So I have both of these on my TBR. So let me pick. Oh, I don't know if I want to read another Emily Henry book right now. And I've heard a lot about The Love Hypothesis. I think I might pick that one. I read It Happened When Someone, so I'll skip that. I read I don't have any of these on my TBR, so I'll just pick one for now. Same here. Okay, I do have this Spanish love deception, so I'll pick that. 7 Days in June, I haven't read, but that's not on my TBR. Things We Never Got Over. Okay, pick that one because obviously let's be quick. That one. Okay, now it's out of these two because these are both in my TBR, but obviously they're the only options. I don't really know. I think the Spanish love deception is, I think it's like arranged fake relationship, and then obviously this one's student and professor. I haven't read a student and professor book in a long time, but then same with like a fake relationship kind of deal. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm quite feeling the love hypothesis, you know. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of feeling it. So I think I'm going to pick that one. So yeah, that is the winner. So that is going to be the next read on my video. So guys, I am back. As you guys saw, my next read is going to be The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, I think it said. I picked out the ones that I could, as obviously between the Spanish Deception, which I have here, and then it was also out of The Love Hypothesis. So obviously I decided to read this one. This one's quite a short book as well, so I think it's going to be an easy read, which I need after reading my Lady Parks for the past like 4 days. Not even 4 days, I think it's been up in the past week that I've been reading it. So yeah, that is what I'm going to start with. So let's get to it. Guys, just a quick update on my camera, as I was telling you guys about. I've just gone to my local like electronic shop, and they said to me that I have to give in my camera. I thought they were just going to take my lens, but they had to take in my whole camera as well, and I won't be getting my camera back for at least 28 days. So yeah, I'm kind of screwed. I've been trying to obviously make videos for you guys, and I was in the middle of doing a reading vlog, which means the rest of the vlog will be filmed on my phone. My phone isn't that bad of like appearance, like you can still see stuff and you can still see me clearly, but obviously it is a bit different than filming on my camera with my proper mic. So I'm sorry for any of the video quality or the mic sound, but I'm gonna have to just make do with my phone. Thank goodness the fact that I still have like 3 vlogs to edit, and then obviously I'm just gonna continue making videos using my phone. But I do have a good phone. I'm lucky that I'm fortunate to have a good phone. Obviously the difficulty is I'm using the front camera. I really want to use the back camera, but I just hate the fact that I can't see myself. But I'm just annoyed that I don't have my camera, my baby, my prized possession. But hopefully they fix it. If they can't, then they have to give me a replacement or give me money towards a new camera. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys, and I love you guys for the support that you always give me, and I hope you guys will support me through this. Hi guys, so I am home now after obviously all that sabbatical and the last clip, and I'm ready to start reading The Love Hypothesis. This morning I did start reading the new book of the series that I started yesterday, which is called The Kiss to Salvage. And yeah, it's just so good so far. I cried a little. I wish I had filmed it, but it deals with like cancer in this book, and it was just really emotional, and seeing how he was there, how Prescott was there for Jade. Obviously it features Jade and Prescott, brother's best friend trope, and how he was there for her like during the cancer and stuff like that. It's just so cute, and he tried not to be there for her because of his own past with his brother. But he was like, no, I don't want to lose her. At the end of the day, I want to be there for her. So he went ahead and like supported her, and it was just so cute, and it made me cry because the stuff that she went through, the stuff that she felt, is just so realistic. If anyone wants to go and read that book or the series, like, you can go and read it. It's all on my Kindle. As I said, I have Kindle Unlimited. If you guys want a full video on how I use my Kindle, like the pros and cons of having a Kindle, and my recommendations for Kindle Unlimited, just let me know and I'll do a video on that. But yeah, let me stop chattering. I'm gonna hopefully see if I can get a few pages done before 3 o'clock, because I need to go pick up my little brother from school, and then later on I'm gonna do some editing and then probably finish off this book. But yeah, so far I haven't done much reading today. Obviously I did a bit in the morning, but I'm hoping to crack on with this book. So let's start.
started The Love Hypothesis. I didn't read that much. I read about 20 pages because I had to go pick up my brother and then my nan. And now it's like 6:30, so I've just been making some dinner. But as I was making dinner, a package came. Obviously, I told you guys that I ordered a few more books, and I ordered like the next books in the Magnolia series. And the second book came to me, Daisy 8. Oh my gosh, this is actually really cute. I love these things. They're just so cute. The size are cute. Gonna match my other one. And obviously, it looks so brand new compared to my Magnolia parts. It's just shiny, but I wanted to get the current covers before the new ones come out, just because I prefer these ones, and I can't wait to add it to my little collection. I'm gonna do a bit more reading this evening. I'm not gonna do that much. I'm just gonna see how I feel, but I have done quite a bit of reading today, so I'm quite proud. Obviously today was my day off from work, and then tomorrow I'm working, so my plan is to just take it slowly. I think I'm gonna maybe do a bit of reading before bed, but that's it. I'm gonna watch a movie. I think I need to do some editing, my vlog, and it's just so sad not to have my camera with me, but I think my phone camera quality is actually quite good, so I'm sticking with it, and hopefully with the lighting it will work well. It's time for me to go back to cooking, so I'll see you guys when I eventually do some more reading. So guys, I am back. It is currently 9 minutes to 11 at night, and I have to be up at 6 for work, but I haven't done any more reading today actually, so I think I'm just going to not do any more, just let slide, because I'm not really in the mood to do any more reading, and I want it to be a realistic vlog of what I read in a week, so I don't want to read too much and then not do it the next week or the week after. That's not realistic, and sometimes you just can't be asked reading new books. So I decided to come up with a great idea. I see it kind of on TikTok already, but I have such a big TBR at the moment. I have written down every single book that I still need to read. I have about 48 books that I need to read. I decided to make a little jar. So I had this little jar here. I usually use it for like rice. I have this little jar here. I usually use it for like rice or stuff like that, but I decided to use it as a little TBR jar. So what I have done, as I said, I've written down every single book that I need to read right here, and then I'm going to like put it down, write it down on these pieces of paper, like little sections, and then I'm gonna cut them out, like wrap them, and then put them in here. I was gonna do the thing where you get like, you make it into like little books and then you have it in there, but for me that's too much effort. Writing down all these books was effort itself, and I don't have the effort to make them into books to make them look cute. So it's gonna look so cute. I think I'm gonna see if I can make it kind of cute. I have like loads of highlighter colours. So I've noticed as I've been filming this that I've got new subscribers. So hi, welcome to my channel. So glad you subscribed. We're officially at 100 subscribers now, and I'm so excited to see my channel grow even more. Next, we're going to go to 500, and then it's going to be 1,000, and then we're going to get monetized. So I'm so excited for everyone that's decided to join me on this journey. I love you guys all, as I always say, and I'll see you tomorrow for another reading day. Good morning, guys. So it is the next day. It is Thursday, and it's about 6 in the morning as I'm getting ready for work. And then, obviously, I have my Kindle. I'm going to finish reading the rest of the book, I think, on my way to work, and then see how I feel. And then I'm going to definitely read some more of The Love Hypothesis, just because I want to get about halfway through that one, because sometimes those types of books take me longer to read because I need to get myself fully in it. But obviously once I come home I should be in it, but I'm trying to balance kind of reading 2 books at a time. But that's what I'll be doing. So yeah, let's start reading. I'm finally back home now. I finished work about like 2 hours ago, but I've just been chilling for a bit because I have been tired. But as you guys saw, this morning I finished off Kiss to Salvage, and it was so good. I'm obsessed with Jade and Prescott. Like, I'm obsessed with them. What I love about this book series is that it's not just about those two, it's about a whole group of like friends, if you call that, and it's obviously all at a university. So I just love obviously the book, and then obviously the series have more of the characters as you read, like Prescott and Jay's story. There's other characters that you meet, like Grace, Nixon, Yasmin, and so on, and they're all just lovable characters, and I just love the fact that they all get their own story. So I'm really looking forward to getting to read those ones too. But Jay, like, that character has a place in my heart. Everything that she goes through in that book was just so emotional, and the fact that she was able to keep herself like uplifted, not even uplifted, because there were times where she was depressed and stuff like that, but she persevered and she went through it all. Now I'm going to start reading the Love Hypothesis. I'm going to continue. I obviously read only 20 pages, so I'm trying to get back into it. So far I was quite good, so that's why I need to spend time now to just sit and like read it. But I might do it outside because it's not cold or anything. Like, it's not sunny and everything, but it's not cold. So it's a perfect way to sit. I've got an ice cream that I want to have as well. Before we're going to do that, I wanted to show you, obviously I said that I had Amazon deliveries coming. So obviously I showed you that I got this book from Elsie Silver from the Chestnut Spring series. So this I got on TikTok. It was everywhere. There's this girl on TikTok with Megan that I really love. She's actually from London, so if she's watching this, hit me up because I would love to meet you. And then obviously like Sarah's videos, Destiny's videos, Sarah always talks about this like on her TikTok. So I decided to pick it up because it seemed quite cool, and I like the fact that each book's on like a different trope. Last book in the series is Flawless. This is the cover for it. And then we have Heartless. And then we have Powerless. And then we obviously have Reckless. Notice as well, each of the covers have something that relates to it. So obviously here shows like a little ball there, a rose. I don't know if there's like a skipping rope or something. It might be those things that go at you like that. And then the next one's obviously Heartless. This one has a guitar and a cowboy. So I'm guessing he's some type of cowboy. This one's an age gap trope I see on here. It's also like the man that's like quite tough. It also features a man that's quite tough, and it's a cowboy, which everybody loves. Cowboy, obviously living in the UK, we don't really have cowboys, that's an American thing. But yeah, this one is also arranged marriage. Is it arranged marriage or arranged relationship? I don't know. She's a nanny. So that's a good one. So she's a nanny for a single dad. So it's a grumpy / sunshine trope, which I love. It's a nanny and boss type situation. Also age gap. Like 3 of the best tropes ever. Then let's go outside because the weather is looking quite good. And I need to change the location because sometimes reading in my bedroom is a bit boring. And then reading downstairs is boring. My plan is I really want to buy a chair. I can't even point. I really want to buy a chair that goes here. Just right near my bookshelf, and then I might make it a corner where I film most of my videos. I think that'd be quite cute there, having a chair there with like a little table. So I think I might do that, and then obviously I also have all this space over here in case I want to add another bookshelf. Might get like a smaller one rather than the bigger one. But yeah, let me stop yapping as I always do. Sometimes I need to learn to just shut my mouth.
Sweeping it under the rug is what we're best at. Would you just give me a hug? Let's turn the lights out and tell me that you want me tonight. Is this a silent treatment or are you just being quiet? Now I feel just like my mug in 1,000 pieces. Broken glass and shattered vases, old pictures and happy faces. I could steer us back nice and easy if you choose not to leave me. 'Cause you pick your mood like a deck of cards.
Hey guys, I am back. I'm in my garden, so excuse any of the loud screaming. Obviously it's my neighbours, stuff like that. But this book so far is like so good. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm finding it quite cute, and like these characters are just really cute. Adam and Olive together are such a great couple. Even if they dating, they're such a cute couple, and you can clearly tell that Adam has feelings for her. It's one of those books where you can clearly tell they both have feelings for each other, but because Olive is so into her head, like she doesn't think he likes her back. Chapter 16, if you guys know what chapter 16 is, as you guys could tell by my face, I was like, what am I hearing? But it was so good. I'm enjoying it, so you can tell I'm enjoying it because I started on 20 pages because I was on page 20 yesterday. I'm on 290 now. I'm literally got that much left to read, and I'm just enjoying it. Like, I haven't even been reading for that long. I've only been reading for about half an hour, and I've been able to get through like another 100 pages. I think it's because it's such a fast-paced book. I think I can get like the rest of it done in the next half an hour. But yeah, today's actually been quite a good productive day. Hey guys, so I am back now. I have just finished the Love Hypothesis, and let me tell you, the ending was so cute. I loved it. I love this book because it's just a nice, easy read. They didn't have much to it because obviously it's supposed to be like quite a fast-paced, kind of light-hearted book, which I really enjoyed because obviously being in a book slump, you don't want anything too in-depth because it's just going to put me straight back into it. So that's why this was quite good, especially after reading Magnolia Parks for like 2 weeks. But I absolutely loved it. The only thing that I would say about this book is that it is in third person, so you never really, you hear them have dialogue, but it's never like Ole speaking or Adam speaking. It's just like all in third person. I prefer when you actually hear like the characters speak, or like the chapters actually them like speaking, because I think it's more personal, it's more fun. And I also really like the dual like kind of conversation where you can see where like if the chapters are on him and how he's feeling and how like he feels about their interaction, and then obviously her like chapters. So that's like one of the cons of this book. As a whole, it was a nice easy read. I really enjoyed it. I think this week has been a good read of like certain books. I've really enjoyed it. I've read some on my Kindle and obviously some on my like physical, because obviously my physical TBR was so long, and I'm just happy that I have like 2 books down in my physical TBR. Now it is time to pick my read for like the next day or so, because obviously today is Thursday and then tomorrow's Friday, so I'm hoping to start my new book tomorrow, and then that should hopefully last me through the weekend. Obviously I said at the beginning that I was only doing Monday to Friday, but I realised it's not really a full week, so I'm going to do it until Sunday, but there's not going to be much content between Saturday and Sunday because I'm going to visit my aunt for my cousin's birthday, so I'm not really going to be reading that much, but I will be reading on the train tomorrow and obviously before bed and stuff like that, so I'm definitely going to take a book. But as I said, I wanted to switch it up for my last book of the week, because obviously Magnolia Park's been a romance, this has been a romance, and then the books I've been reading on my Kindle has been a romance, so I wanted to switch it up. So I have 3 books right here. So these are the 3 books that I kind of chose out in my bookshelf that I wanted to read that I hadn't, like, because I have some books. So I have, for example, I have Shatter Me series and I have A Court of Thorns and Roses series, but I want to save those for my TikTok video. So I decided to pick out the best non-romance books that I had that weren't those that I still wanted to read. So I ended up with 3. So the first one is The Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. These covers are absolutely beautiful. Like, I am obsessed with them. I don't know if this is actually a romance or not. I've seen that it's a romance, but from what I've read, like, it doesn't sound that much like a romance. It seems like it deals with it seems like it deals with the mafia. People say it's a mafia. From what I've read, it seems like it's a mafia book. But obviously it is romance because it's arranged marriage trope. But I don't think it's like on the same level as the other ones, because the other ones were a bit more tame, light-hearted compared to this, because obviously it's a mafia book. And then the next one I have is The Other Black Girl. If you have got... the next read is The Other Black Girl. If you hadn't seen already, I was supposed to be reading this like ages ago. I bought this like a year ago and I still haven't really read it, so I decided to maybe pick this one out. This one seems like a thriller kind of thing. It says Get Out meets the Devil Wears Prada, so this one's about a girl called Bella who's the only black employee at her work, but stuff starts happening really weird during work, and she's like doesn't know who's sending her certain messages, and she's trying to find out, and it gets like more sinister as the messages progress. And then the last book that I have in mind is Malibu Rising. This one does have romance, but I think it's more of a subplot rather than the main thing. But from what I've read, it talks about a fire or something like that, and there's a girl called Malibu, and people say it's about a rock star. Is it a rock star and his children in the 80s? And yeah, it's apparently easy to read. But yeah, those are the 3 books that I'm thinking of reading. Obviously, these 2 do have romance in them, but it's not as heavy-hearted compared to the other ones. And then obviously this one is a thriller. So I'm going to put these 3 options on my Instagram and like say, can you guys vote, and then see by the end of this evening what people vote for. Hopefully I have about 40 people that will vote. I have about 600 followers on Instagram. See, not as wide scale as most people, but I'm hoping maybe like 100 people actually respond. But obviously, if you're not following my Instagram, obviously I mentioned before, go follow it. If you haven't seen it and you hadn't seen that bit of the video, just go and check my description box. I have all my links down below. You can literally just click on it and then to my Instagram. And yeah, more fun on there, and I love having my Instagram as a creative outlook into like my personal life. So those are the 3 books that I'm thinking of picking one to read out of. So I'll see you guys later for the final verdict. Guys, so it is the next day, it is Friday, and it is time to obviously pick my next read. So obviously I told you guys that I was going to do a poll on Instagram to help me decide the 3 options. What I did is I did it on YouTube as well as a short, and then I did it on TikTok just to like add them up. There's a clear winner in my eyes, at least from what I've seen. I'm just getting up all on my iPad because obviously I'm using my phone to film. The winner is Malibu Rising. This is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you know of her, she's the one that did The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I also have that book as well, but I wanted something that was less romance in it. But obviously this, I think it does have romance, but it's not like the main thing about the story. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one, switch it up a little bit. Really excited to read this one. So yeah, if you guys have read this book before, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Of course, no spoilers, and let's crack on with this one. As you guys saw, I was travelling back from Kent and I am finally back home. I haven't actually read that much of Malibu Rising because yesterday I didn't read anything, and then Friday I only read like 15 pages. I'm home, I am on page 27, and yeah, I'm going to hopefully read a bit of it later on. I'm going to do some holiday stuff because I'm going on holiday to Ghana in August, so I need to sort out some visas. So I don't have any time to do any reading now, but it is only 1 o'clock, so I do have plenty of time. So my plan is to get the visas done and then maybe do a bit of reading about 4, or maybe even in the evening. I'll see. But my last 2 deliveries came, so obviously I was telling you guys that I wanted to get the rest of the MacLeod Park series, and I got 2 deliveries, so we will open them together. So the first book that we got is MacLeod Park. So this is the second MacLeod Park book. It is so cute. It is a girthy book though. I feel like all these books are very girthy, but it is so cute, and I really can't wait to see what happens between BJ and Magnolia. The back's so cute as well, like the necklace. And it just says, "I'll wear it like a badge of honour forever that he loved me first, that he loved me at all. Have you ever had a love like that?" Oh, yeah, there it is. I think this might be the second book actually. I don't know if this is the second or the third, I don't know, but this one's super cute. I'm loving the green. I love the daisies at the back, and can you see, like, they pull the petals off, and by the end of it there's no petals left, it's just a stem. And maybe that's like a metaphor for love and how certain relationships can like take a lot away from you rather than add in more. I'm so happy that I have them all together. I don't know which order they go in, I need to touch it up, but let me go grab the other books so I can show you guys all of them together. So all the books together, they're so girthy, I can't stop saying that. So obviously Magnolia Parks that I read this week, and then I think the next one, the one that says Daisy 8 on it, so that I think it's Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home. It is The Great Undoing. So obviously Daisy 8 was mentioned in the first book in terms of like Christian. Obviously Christian was part of the friendship group with Magnolia and BJ, and obviously there was like gossip around that. So I think this is his story with Daisy. This is my bookcase at the moment. I have them organised by like alphabetical. To do a bookshelf tour, this is at the moment, but I'll go through it and show you like all the books that I have, and obviously it goes higher up, but I'm so happy that I have the full collection. I just found out recently that Magnolia's Parks is supposed to be black or mixed race, I don't know, but I'm so happy about that because I didn't know that, and finding that little detail just makes it even better because I'm a London girl that is mixed, obviously black as well, so Jay is white, but who cares, like relationship. I'm just happy they have a female representation of a black woman, of a woman of colour, because that's not usually dealt with in like books like that. A lot of romance that I have read is obviously white protagonists or white characters, and they have the black characters on the side. I'm so happy that it now has a place, and yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later. Hopefully I'll go do some more reading of this, and then I'm gonna wrap up the vlog for the week. Hi guys, so I am back. It is currently 4 minutes to 10 at night. Yes, you heard me. So just to catch you guys up, I said that I was going to continue reading this after I did some holiday prep. I haven't actually been able to read any of this today because the holiday prep just took ages. The visa was just so much hassle, and it just took up so much time. I haven't done much reading. I think I've done about 2 pages of reading of this, so not that much. But obviously it is supposed to be a realistic week in my life, like how much I read. But I'm hoping to obviously finish this tomorrow, but obviously it won't be during a vlog. Catch up on every book that I read. I'm just going to go through them really quickly. I'm just going to do a very brief thing of going through them. The last book that I read this week is Magnolia Parks. As I told you guys, I give this book around a 4.5. I'm so glad that I have the rest of the series now, but I really enjoyed BJ's and Magnolia's story. It has some really good quotes in here that just really hit me so hard, especially from Magnolia. Even though I've never been in the same position as she has, I can really relate to her. Not relate, but I could really feel the empathy, and I could really understand what she goes through. I really enjoyed this book, and I can't wait to read the second book of obviously Magnolia Park, but I'm also really excited to dig into Daisy 8 because I really want to see what her relationship is like with Christian, because you don't see much of him in this book unless he was causing a bit of issues, but I'm really hoping to see him in his other perspective. And I also like the side characters. There was really some really good side characters that I really liked. I think there's a character called Gus, Tom, who I quite liked, who was Magnolia's boyfriend at that time, and I actually quite liked him. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. It was a nice read. Obviously it took me a while to read it, but I'm so happy I stuck through and carried on reading it. Thank you, Sarah, for recommending this book. I absolutely love her channel, and when I saw she was reading this, I was like, I need to get on this wagon. So I'm happy that I decided to jump on it, and I'm so excited to read the next book. Next we read Kiss to Shatter by Anna Doe. I'm going to have a photo there. So this, I didn't find out, is part of a series called Blairwood University. So the first book that I read of this series, obviously it's not the first book of a series, I found out it's actually the 9th book of the series. It was so good. It features Prescott and Jade. I love these two so far so much. I think I would give this probably a 4.5 as well. I really loved the storyline. I really loved the relationship they had. I loved the character development. It was just top drawer. And it's also one of those series where it also has a group of friends, because it's a hockey romance, so there's a group of team players and their partners, and there's obviously best friends, brothers, and all these types of relationships, and it was just really interesting to read. Obviously a lot of books do the same thing,
but I just really enjoyed it. I just love those types of books. They just feel good, especially because it's part of a larger series which focus on different characters. I think that just made it a lot more enjoyable. Then I read the second book of the couple, and that one was called Kiss to Salvage. I really love that too. Jade, I love her so much. She's definitely one of the top female characters that I have read this year. I really enjoyed it. She just holds such a place in my heart. Like, I really wanted to protect her from everything, every single pain that she was feeling. I really wanted to protect her, and all the side characters as well. They just really make the book stand out as well. There's like 11 books in this series, and I can't wait to read the rest of them. Now that I have obviously a Kindle, I'm going to finish the rest of the series, but I definitely want to see if I can get the series in person because I really enjoyed it. Most of the time what I do is I read on my Kindle, and if I really enjoy it then I get the paperback because I just love having it as a collection. But it was just such a good read. The smut was on point, the romance was on point, the drama was on point as well. I don't think the stuff was unrealistic. I didn't throw too much stuff at you. It was a nice easy read, but it was also hard hitting as well. It wasn't just like, oh, typical college romance. I've read it before. I definitely recommend going to read it. Definitely give it a probably 4.5. I only give my 5-star reads to things that make me bawl my eyes out like continuously. I'd probably say the book that made me cry my heart out continuously was Kiss to Salvage, which is the second book. That book I'd probably give a 5 stars, and then the Kiss to Shatter, the first one, I'll probably give a 4.5. But it was on point. I really enjoyed it, and if you haven't, then definitely go read it. The next book I read was The Love Hypothesis. This book I gave around a 3.7, I think it was, maybe even a 3.5 now that I'm thinking about it. But it was a nice easy read. There wasn't much to it, I feel like, but it did have little kind of hints of stuff, a possible further storyline that they could have went with. But it's one of the things where it's a fake relationship, but the guy clearly was head over heels for the girl beforehand, and there has a bit of that miscommunication. Obviously, miscommunication, not like, oh, I clearly fancied him and he didn't know, and then obviously left, or like I thought he cheated on me and ran away and I had his baby. Like, not that type of communication that pisses me off. It was a communication about like knowing each other. It wasn't stuff that was really their fault. It was just kind of stupid things that couldn't really be helped. It was just, you know, how do you read people's minds unless they tell you? So it was a nice easy read. I really enjoyed it. Chapter 16, if you guys saw my reaction to it, it was mind-blowing. And then last but not least was Malibu Rising. I haven't actually finished this book yet, so there's still more for me to go. So far it isn't much of my cup of tea for what I've read, but it is something new. I am trying to try out new genres, and I'm really excited to still read this book. It's not like I'm kicking it out straight away. I'm only 27 pages in. There could be a lot that changes in there, and I know it deals with some type of fire or something, because obviously at the beginning it talks about Malibu, and Malibu is very known for having fires, like forest fires that set fire on like houses and stuff like that. So I am excited to read it, but obviously it's not going to be part of this blog. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found it realistic, because I felt like at some points it didn't feel that realistic because I was reading like 300 pages in a day. But as you guys could see, that Friday I read like 20 pages, Saturday read nothing, Sunday basically read nothing either. And obviously start of the week I was doing good, but that was because I was at home and I was in a comfortable position. But it's also realistic because I don't always do this. Obviously my pattern changes each week. I definitely will do more of these vlogs so you can see like different types of weeks. Because some weeks I don't read nothing at all, and then other weeks I just read like a book a day. But yeah, I feel like it was a quite successful week. It definitely helped me increase my reading. It definitely increased like how many books I read, because obviously at the start of the month I haven't actually read that much books, but towards the end of this month I have definitely pushed up my like books I've read, because obviously I'm trying to meet my goal of around 100 books this year. I don't think I'm going to reach it because I think I've only read about 40 books this year, but I'm just taking it as it comes. I don't think you should pressurize yourself to reach I don't think you should pressurize yourself to reach a reading goal, but it is good to have one because it kind of motivates you to do some work. But don't force it. If you don't feel like you're going to read, just don't. I'm very much a mood reader, and I can't force myself to read a book if I'm not interested in it. And as well, yes, you want to try out new genres, but if you don't feel comfortable reading them, I definitely recommend, if you have a Kindle, read it on Kindle Unlimited first, or even see reviews and then go into it, especially because I'm more of a romance reader. I'm a bit skeptical to go into books that don't involve romance at all, because I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it, and it's just about testing the waters and seeing what you're comfortable with and seeing what you can access for free. Obviously, there's loads of books that you can get for free, so if you don't feel comfortable in getting the paperback or even paying for it on Kindle, definitely recommend seeing if you can find a free version, seeing reviews, and yeah, just maybe just give it a go. But yeah, that is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog for the week. I actually really enjoyed making this video, and I can't wait to do a lot more involving reading books like during the week, because it'll be so fun. And now that I finished university, I feel like I have more time to read, even if I was working 4 days this week. But it was just a nice, easy week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name's Amy. I'm so glad you clicked onto this video. And if you're not new, hi, I love you guys. I've seen that I've got new subscribers. We have officially passed 100. My goal now is to get to 500, and then it's obviously to get to 1,000 so I can become monetized. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, go share it with your friends that might enjoy it as well. Subscribe, turn notifications on so you can see when I post. Like, and then also check out my other socials. I have my Instagram here, and then I have my TikTok here, and then also in the description I have my Goodreads and Pinterest, stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Everything goes right. I can feel the breeze. Euphoric delight.